So I'm in Guatemala City, in Zone 4 right now. It's Monday, October the 18th. I'm about to try heading down to a life-size relief map of Guatemala. I don't know if it's going to be open because COVID and also because it's Monday, so we'll see. But I have to walk through a good bit of the city. I think it's like 5 kilometers. So either way, it will be pretty interesting. It's definitely a city of contrast. You can see here, very big skyscrapers and stuff. It's near my hostel. And you'll see it gets much more older and colonial as we go in. Now, while it would most definitely be shunned in Mexico, surprisingly enough, they do have loads of Taco Bells here in Guatemala, what makes it look nearly like an American city. McDonald's and an urban freeway, a little bit more American. So here we've like the government complex kind of. We've got the Bank of Guatemala, and that's the treasury behind me. We've got some cool sculptures, and then we've got a judicial building there. It's the country's bicentenary this year, so that's pretty cool. We've reached one of the main markets here. Lots of fruits, vegetables, I don't know. Lots of markets every which way here. We're at a corner along 6th Avenue, which is one of the city's main streets. So this is 6th Avenue, which is really the city's main shopping street. You can see here. It's even busier on a Sunday, which is yesterday. You've got lots of American fast food as well. Wendy's, Little Caesars, McDonald's. It's pretty funny. But it's a pretty organized place considering many Latin American cities. So I'm back a few churros more, but they're actually quite decent. Only about $1. They're 8 quetzals. And here we got the presidential palace, I think. And then there's Big Flag, the main cathedral. And this is the Parque Central, so the main park of the city. It's really bustling on the weekend. Lots of political stuff going on. And they're doing vaccinations over here. I think that's what all these tents are. But yeah. I also got my shoes whitened here yesterday. Literally, he came over with a paintbrush and started putting white paint on them. So that was definitely a cultural experience. So I've continued walking up 6th Avenue and just outside the city center now. You can see here, and there's quite a few places like this where they just have all these people who went missing plastered on the wall. Got it over there as well. Pretty interesting, I think. The Civil War that happened was pretty intense. I think it ended in 1996, but yeah, you can still see this is on quite a few streets that you just have all these posters of people who are either detained or missing. It's pretty interesting. Lots of old American buses traveling on the streets here. I think they got handed down. Same with school buses as well. Probably show you some of those later. They decked them out. They look real cool, actually. Lots of trucks on this road. I think this is some connector road. So the city has lots of pretty leafy boulevards. Like this nearly, in some cases, could feel like it's in Europe or something. But I'll show you out here on the street. Like this is a long stretch, but I've been on a couple of these. I'm curious, you know, it shows quite a bit of wealth. But I'm not sure if this will continue into the countryside. Probably won't, if my suspicions are right, because like I saw Porsches and Mercedes G-Wagons driving around, but that probably does not reflect the country, I'd say. Well, I've reached it, but the relief map here looks pretty cool, but unfortunately I think the gate is closed and there's no one in there, so that is not a good sign. This view might have to do, so we shall see anyways. Unfortunately, it's pretty closed. Google Maps was not lying when it said it's not open on Mondays, but what can you do? It was a nice walk anyways, so might go a different way on the way back, see what that looks like. So I believe I'm walking down 3rd Avenue now. Nothing too interesting, just kind of residential business here and there. But yeah, we've got a nice church in the square here. Not too far actually from the city center, which it feels like could be quite far, but it's kind of how the city seems to be. ended up getting some pollo dorado and noodles here. So that was a pretty good lunch there. So I had the first thing, which was like pollo dorado is what it was called, and it was like fried chicken with a bit of noodles and then like radishes, onion, some like oniony relish, and then of course with tortillas. So ate fried chicken and spaghetti with tortilla and with radishes, which was kind of a funny combination, but pretty good. It was like a cherry Tylenol flavored side drink there, but it was only 10 quetzals, which is like $1 1/3, $1 1/4. And then the other thing was some type of a tortilla with like guacamole and sausage and a load of sauces. It was pretty good. Yeah, I had something similar yesterday, except it was on bread. So I think it was 7 quetzals, which is about $1. It's like just over $2 for a pretty filling lunch. I think pretty authentic, but I'm actually not sure. But yeah,